Hey guys, it's me Olivia, aka Sisligracy. Welcome to my study, my workplace. There's my hand waving at you there. I have done a heap of study in my time. I've done high school, I've done TAFE and university, and I've got through it all. And I know a lot of you are getting back into the swing of things again after Christmas, so I really want to share my tips with you and the things that worked for me. I feel being organized is helpful. You can see I have a dedicated workspace and I have a clear desktop and bits and bobs I put on a pinboard above my desk. I read once that that's a good thing to do as a creative person, so I definitely recommend that. And I mean, it's not to say that you can't study effectively with things piled up all around you. I know plenty of people who do that. But for me, personally, I just find that a bit distracting, so I'd rather keep things neat and tidy. And that's just a bookshelf that I have next to my desk. I keep important documents there, and they're not really related to study necessarily, but being organized in general, I guess, helps indirectly, if you know what I mean. And you probably can see that I've gone to town on a label making machine. With a label making machine, I totally recommend them. But when you start labeling cables, you've probably gone a little bit too far. Just being honest. And I'm just going to show you my second desk and my second bookshelf just for interest's sake, because I do some work from home these days and I sort of have two of everything. And I have a plant that Sisligracy gave me because it's good to have a plant in your workspace, definitely. Time management is important. Working out how many hours of study you need to do a week and then figuring out realistically where you can fit it in with all the other things you need to do in your life. And I've just made a timetable on iCal. I find that really helpful. And as you can see, at the moment I'm not doing heaps of study, but the same sort of thing applies. And I'm just showing you that I'm using letter files, so just a nice way to kind of keep your timetable protected and good. And also I think it's also a matter of finding out when you study best. For me, I'm a morning person and that works really well. And if you don't want to do a timetable, you could always sort of do the lazy man's way and just write up a basic plan of what you want to do each day. So I've just done it in a lazy way so you can have a look. I mean, that works fine too, just kind of knowing what to do and sticking at it. I think I started it off with just a mind map or making a list and just thinking about, okay, what do I actually want to do every week? And figuring out what I want to do each week and how much everything takes in terms of time. As much as you want to crack on with a project, an assignment, a chapter, whatever it is that you're doing, I think it's really important to be taking regular breaks. My feeling is you'll absorb more and you'll learn more in the long run if you're doing bursts of study. So I take regular breaks maybe after every hour or so, and I might go and lounge around on the couch. I might draw in an adult coloring in book. I go for walks. I play some music, whatever it is that sort of breaks up that study and that learning. So I really recommend that you do that and, find what it is that you like to do, whether it is Xbox or surfing or, who knows. But don't feel guilty about taking breaks because it helps you in the long run. Your brain takes up a lot of energy, especially when you're studying, so you're definitely going to get the munchies. So I'm just showing you some examples of snacks that I like to have when I'm in study mode. And to be honest, it doesn't look all that enticing. Like, it looks a bit plain and not very nice, but it's more on the healthy side of things, and it's quick and easy and just things you can, just quickly whip up and just put in a bowl and take it with you, put it on your desk, and do you know what I mean? So I've got, a mix of nuts and seeds and carrot sticks and dips. I do apple with a bit of cheese. It's just something that I like to have. I have avocado quite a bit, so I've just put that on some rye bread. And of course you want to be drinking lots of water as well. You want to keep up your fluids. I used to have a lot more sugary food, but these days I don't as much because, you get that sugar high, but then you get the crash afterwards. So I prefer more healthy snacks. And if you wanted to know how to make that trail mix, I've just done, this is what I put in it. Literally just, mixed nuts, seeds, chocolate, and just chucked it in a bowl. All done. I can imagine some of you study best at nighttime. That's when you do your best work. when the sun goes down and the moon comes up, that's when you're going to hit some books. But for me, it's the other way around. I learn best in the morning. I just feel my mind is clearer. So I like to get a bit of sleep the night before so I'm able to get up on days that I'm doing study. So this is just me in my room, chilling out, winding down after the day, getting away from books and all that stuff, and just having, a bit of downtime. And keep at it, don't give up. You know, if you're not fantastic at something or you suck at something, it's fine. You know, we're all good at different things, and just give it your best shot. That's all you need to do. And treat yourself afterwards. Don't forget to give yourself some rewards after you've been working hard at something. And thank you very much for watching. I hope it's been helpful, and I'll speak to you soon. Ciao, ciao.